You know, where the fuck Dub at, man? Where the fuck he go?
Here I am. You looking for me?
Yo ass is fine.
Boy, that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Deuce from the...
Me and my big bro. Yeah, fuck this milk. He said he gonna teach me how to wrestle. Now I'm gonna win the belt.
Yo, cause I'm back for ya.
The boy Dub Deuce in the building.
What up, what up, what up? It is that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing? At the end of the day, shawty, I'm Good Money. We are back in the building. We got another special guest this week. We got comedian Precious. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I can't complain, man. It's been a hectic couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Here in Ohio, I'm about ready to leave.
Right.
All these power, we didn't literally had power knocked out 2 weekends in a row.
Oh, okay. Now power out.
Yeah. So you said like you're a comedian. So like, what got you into comedy?
A couple things. Number one, my dad is a comedian. And knowing that, I just had used the fact that, you know, I'm naturally funny. I used that to, I guess, that on top of the fact that he was a comedian to, I guess, explore. I was doing a job. Was trying to make a sale. I lied and said I was the comedian when my dad was the comedian. The person that I was trying to make the sale to said they was gonna come watch. So I had to jump in there and start doing comedy just for that, and then I just liked it. After that, I love doing comedy. In fact, it's the longest job I ever had.
Okay. So after you told that lie, did you have nerves before? You said like in between the time, and you said no, you didn't.
I didn't have no nerves. I thought I was gonna go up there and just be amazing. I thought I was gonna be Tiffany Haddish up there. All the way until they said, "Okay, you next."
Right.
That's when I started being nervous, scared. Everything that I had wrote down that I said I was gonna say, I didn't say none of that shit. Mm. So I would say, I got something on my lip. I was eating pancakes. But
pancakes, you offer me nothing, none.
Huh?
You made pancakes, didn't offer me none.
If I had known, if I had known, you know, I'd have brought you some. But we doing it on the video. So
we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But like I guess what we're gonna get into is like, how do you feel where comedy is? Because a lot of people are so sensitive and so triggered nowadays. You said like everybody's gets butthurt about something. Where do you feel in that you're able to weave in and out and still do your thing without pissing too many people off?
I don't really care about what other people think. I try not to. I'm not even going to engage. If you don't like it, then oh well. And I would say, excuse me. A lot of people don't come at me like that for whatever reason. Probably because I look mean. I am looking kind of mean. But anyway, people. I've never had somebody say, "Oh, you offended me with your joke." So, and I don't really give a damn about what other people think. So I'm gonna say me and whatever.
So you said like, how much traveling have you been doing? You said here lately.
Well, lately, I would say not very much. In this last year, I've done Vegas, where else? Florida, Atlanta, Cleveland, Columbus, Akron, Youngstown.
Right. Well, you said traveling so far. Where's your favorite place that you've been so far?
I would say I like Detroit.
Okay.
Cause they got weed there, and they
Oh
give
my,
it to you freely.
can't be mad at that. You said free smoke. If that's your get down, you said, hey, okay. You said it's like, where do you put yourself, like you said, like as a comedian, you still a student of the game. You said, are you a seasoned veteran? Or you said like where would
I,
you play?
I would say the moment a person stop being a student of the game is the moment they fail. But
Right.
I'm always be a student to everything, not just comedy, but to life, because you got to continue. You're supposed to continue learning. I don't know if you got to, but you're supposed to continue learning. So I would say I'm always going to be a student of the game. However, I would say I'm not a I'm I would say middle of the road. I would say, because I don't consider myself a veteran, but I don't consider myself new
Right.
anymore either. So I'm in the middle of the road. I'm just now about to be coming up on my 5 year.
Okay.
So that's not, in comedy, a veteran is like 17 years. They've been doing it 10, 15 years. So I would say middle and always student.
Right. Okay. So like, where's your favorite placement to be in the lineup? You want to open, you want to host, you want to close, or where's your favorite place to be?
I guess I would say recently I figured out I like hosting. I like hosting. But I also like, I don't mind going first, but I don't mind. It don't really matter. For me, I feel like my comedy is unique. It's not every day what you get every day. So it don't really matter where I go in the lineup, because I feel like I'm going to leave an impression on somebody.
This is like, because I hear a lot of comments. Most of them say the same thing. And actually, it's commendable that they say it. It's like, I don't mind going first, because I know if I go first, you've got to follow me, and I don't think you got it. So I like to hear that when you guys say that. You said, how do you deal with hecklers? Because you say like you have it, it comes with the territory. So how do you deal with it?
I'm naturally good at arguing. I'm naturally good at embarrassing people too. So, look, I got pancake batter all over me. Sorry. But
Making pancakes and doing something else.
I should have just went and got some out the freezer section, but my dumb ass had to mix up batter and eggs and shit. I'm out of control. But anyway, what was the question? What was he talking about?
Heckler.
Oh, heckling. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really good at naturally like zinging people. I'm really good, I guess, at picking out your insecurity and playing off that. So I would say I love hecklers, because I'm gonna get the last. I know what I'm doing. I got the microphone. I'm the loudest. I'm gonna get the last say so. So
right.
Heckle me. Try.
It's like, have you ever had to put somebody out at one of your shows?
No, somebody called the police on me once though.
They called the police on you. You the one with the mic in your hand. They called the police on you.
They called the police on me because I said a joke about white people, and the police came.
Dang, it's crazy as hell, because it was it's like up here at Red Line and everything. We did the Piston Power show, and we're sitting there at the booth, and I don't know why they gave us the placement they gave us, but we're sitting in front of a white semi truck that has Karen on the door. So we were literally joking about that truck having Karen on the door. You said it was like basically saying this semi literally was reporting every other car in the venue to the manager. It was kind of funny that you said that they called the police on you or whatever. This is like, why would you go to a comedy show where you're supposed to laugh, you're supposed to let loose, let your hair down, you said hear funny stuff, and they go, oh my God, I'm offended, I'm calling the cops. Like, who does that?
Yeah, he definitely went out there and called the police, and when he came back, when I came off the stage, it was another comedian up there, and the police came and actually talked to the other comedian. Say hi. You just wanted to be seen. Yeah, he called the police while the other guy was on the stage, and the police came and said, "Y'all continue having y'all's comedy,"
Oh my goodness.
and told the man to leave. I guess I don't know, but it was crazy.
You said, okay, so what does that do to you saying your business? You said with people that sensitive. You said, like I said, going back to what I was trying to get at earlier, just
So again, they never really came to the person told the police. They never really came and confronted me. So again, I really don't care. And so I try not to say. Another thing is though, I know where, I try not to say everything that I'm thinking that may be politically incorrect too. But at the same time, I won't hold my tongue. But I'm not the type of person that wants to talk about that type of stuff anyway. So the stuff that I find controversial, I don't find like, oh, I'll have to tell everyone this is how I feel. So
Right.
that's not part of my set. So the stuff that I do say, if it's offensive, I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day.
Well, you said that you can say that like when you get hecklers, you like to throw your zingers and your one-liners. You saying that jab back. What is easier for you? Are you easier with the pen and the pad writing your jokes, or with the being improv?
Probably improv.
Okay.
Probably off the top of my head is in my opinion what I'm the most funniest is.
So what is your writing style? I mean, do you use the pen and pad, or you new school with the phone?
I got the notebook right here. Bam. Right here. So the thing is, I'm a salesperson. Again, like I said at the beginning, I'm a salesperson. So what I found is that sales and comedy go hand in hand. The only difference is instead of me selling you a product, I'm selling you some laughter. So one thing that I found that I did with sales that I do with comedy is I think of something, say like now I'm cooking pancakes or whatever. I'll think of something while I'm doing that, and that might be funny. So I'm gonna go write that down in the notebook, and then now I got it written down. Or I might like make a little video of myself saying what I think it is. You know what I mean? What I think is funny. And I might write it down. When I'm not doing nothing, I'll write it down and try to think of other stuff to say with it and write that shit down. But it's never formatted in like how a professional writer would write, I guess. It's just more ideas, and then that's the idea that I have, and then I'll think of things to say with that, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's not like I'm writing it down and then saying it word for word. It's just the idea that I'm writing down is like, okay, that'd be funny. And then I'm going to keep changing it up until I feel like it's the best. And then once I've said it so many times and recorded myself saying it and I feel like this is the way that I get the best response, then I say it like that. That'll be how I say it from now on.
Where do you think, you said, as a woman in comedy, where do you think you said the woman's place in comedy? You said, because it's so male dominated. You said, do you think that you said the woman, because I see a lot of women doing it. You said it's like, you see certain women who okay being, you said, like taking less money, or like sitting there playing in the background, but just, you said, getting their high-highs. But you got a lot of women out here that are literally ready to punch you in your face, and like literally hitting just as hard as the men. So where do you see? Because like I said, it's like with it being so male dominated, you said a lot of times the woman is the afterthought. So where do you see women in comedy right now?
I think that a lot of women are slept on. The mainstream doesn't represent, like they say. I don't think that they are properly represented, because I've seen a lot of funny women, but the more unfunny women seem to be more popular. I don't know how to say it, but a lot of women that you see out there that's not funny or we don't find funny, they, for some reason, I don't know what that reason is. I'm not saying that they sucking dick to get there or doing nothing to, fish, but I've seen a lot of unfunny people on platforms and then you go somewhere and you see a real funny woman in person. You're like, I wonder why she ain't out here doing, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of women. What's that girl's name? Tashima out there in Atlanta. Crystal Powell. Like those people are really like funnier than some of these guys out here that's big, and you don't see them a whole lot unless you're in the comedy scene. But it's just a lot of women like that are you don't see them, and for whatever reason, it's because maybe they're not getting down how they want you to lay down. But again, I think it just depends. I don't know what that depends on, because I ain't made it that far to speak on it, to give my opinion. But I know that it happens because I've seen it with my own eyes.
Right. It was like, to me, that's corny. Is you saying, like, it's corny to me. You saying, like, well, if you want to get up on the stage or you want this shot, you got to give me the cheeks. You said, like, but the work I'm putting in ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I don't want to give you the cheeks? You know what I'm saying? What, I don't like you like that. You said, I might got a husband at the house, or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. You said, like, to me, like if you exchanging, if you trying to get sex to be put in, that's simping to me. That's some simp shit. I'm sorry. 2023, I'm saying it right here, right now. We need a simp intervention for all you simp ass niggas.
Yeah. Well, it happens in any industry where there's power. The person with the power sometimes abuses it, and that's just how it goes. So.
But it's like, because, like, to me, in a lot of ways, like, if you look at the whole Harvey Weinstein deal, you said a lot of those women are damaged for life. You know what I'm saying? Having you said screw for a part, or you said stuff like that. I mean, it's like, people don't understand what you're doing to people. I mean, like, yeah, you get your rocks off and stuff like that, but I know, and they don't think about it after the fact or whatever. But you said, like, just that woman that literally felt like, well, I had to put myself in this position. You said, be able to get ahead. You said, so, like, how do you feel? You said, like, because now we're definitely dealing with a lot of, you said, mental, you said, health and everything like this. So you said, like, where do you think it would put that woman in a headspace after, you said, I guess, fucking for a position?
I don't know, because I'm not doing that shit. So I don't know. I have no idea. I can say I probably would be embarrassed. I wouldn't be able to look at the nigga knowing that that's what I had to. I wouldn't want it, though. You see, I wouldn't want. My mind takes me to all these different places because I think I'm a critical thinker. I think when it comes to certain things, and I would be thinking, am I not funny enough? Like, I had to do this. I'm not funny enough. I had to do this, or embarrassment that I just couldn't. I don't know. I just can't bring. I'm the type of person. I don't even fantasize about celebrities. So, like, I can't imagine how that woman. How, I guess I don't want it that bad, because I can't even think of nothing. Because I'm not doing that shit. Because if I don't find you attractive, I don't want to see your privates, and I don't want you to touch me. In fact, don't even talk to me too long. So
she said she's not going to.
I don't think that they would come to me with that and be serious, because because of my reaction would be embarrassing to them. I think.
Right.
It's just because I know me. I'm gonna be like, who the fuck is you? Like, who are you? I don't know. I feel like I'm delusional when it comes to my pride, I guess. So I think I'm more important than I really am, because even at, like, the job I work, the millionaire man, I call him the blue suit jacket man. He come in there and everybody be kissing his ass and saying hey and shit. I don't even look at him, and I know I see him looking like, damn, you ain't even gonna say hey like all these other you ain't gonna kiss. No, because I don't kiss ass. I don't go to concerts because I ain't about to pay to go see no nigga I can see on TV for free. So I'm there, show ain't about to be sucking no dick for no position.
Funny because, like I said, because on my Instagram, like actually I get on my Facebook too. All these people that are pretending to be these IG models and stuff like that. He was like, I'm gonna send you my premium content. You saying they'll be like, you said just cash at me $20 and I'll send you some videos of me doing X, Y, and Z. I'm like, well, I don't pay for internet porn. Pornhub is free.
Thank you.
Then they hit me back with the well, it's not internet porn, it's mine. I was like, I'm talking to you via Instagram. If I didn't have internet, we couldn't talk. It's internet porn, dumbass. It damn sure is. And then half the time, you already know it's probably dudes you behind these fake accounts in Africa some damn where, or who knows. It's just like, but see, that's the thing. It's like I never understood like the OnlyFans models and stuff like that. These niggas are simping that hard that you said literally these chicks are living $1 million lifestyles off niggas simping off shit you can see for free.
Yeah.
But you can say that when
and the women, for me as a woman, it's embarrassing because it's like, girl, have some class. Because what if you got a little kid and the little kid's friends see it? Now you wondering why your kid at school fighting every damn body because your cum is all over Facebook or whatever it's called, OnlyFans, and his friends done bought the subscription. Now they got pictures of showing you your cooter cat.
It's funny because a couple weeks ago we were having a conversation about Amber Rose's and Wiz Khalifa's son at school having to have that conversation with his friends because his friends happen to see mommy on the internet.
Oh yeah, she probably Kim Kardashian, all them motherfuckers. They go have a lot of explaining to do. They gonna have a lot of explaining to do. See, my thing is this, and I know this is totally off subject what we talk about, but people don't think that they don't realize. One thing I know, and I've always been conscious of, is how you treat children or what you do. Children go grow up and remember that shit. Because I remember all the shit that was going on when I was a kid. So I know they go remember when they 12, 13. So the fact that you doing shit that puts them in the, you know what I mean, in a position where they have to defend adult shit. I don't like that. Use your critical thinking skills. They go remember, and then they go remember when they get 30, 35 years old and you 50 and 60 years old, they go remember, Mom, remember when you was 30 years old, when you was my age and your cooter was all on Facebook? Like I literally think about my children as adults telling me about the shit that I might have done. And I even have checked myself and corrected myself because I thought about, even though because in the moment I was mad and I talked to them any kind of way or said something crazy. And then I had to realize they gonna remember this how I was acting. And I have to check myself and say, I apologize, I'm sorry, or whatever. Because nobody did that to me when I was a kid, but I remember, you know what I mean? So I know my kids go remember.
And I definitely dig that. But like I said, we're not here to kink shame. If that's your get down, own it. You know what I'm saying?
Period. Because it's bringing the money in. Get that money, baby.
Exactly. But you saying you're not going to run out of me. You saying that it's what it is. But it's just like, because I also find it funny what you said. Like I said, we're staying on the side of the subject of simping. You said it's like niggas is paying bills to hit the cheeks. You said, but she wants you to, you gotta wait till you said my son go to sleep. No. If I'm paying the bill, this nigga gonna know I'm here, period.
Oh no. See, that's the thing too. No, you're not coming over you're not even coming to my house until I'm know that it's serious. Ain't no just you coming over and we fucking and they upstairs. I got preteens and teenagers and adolescents. So nigga, they know something going on. You just got, and they been with me their whole life and they see ain't nobody been over here, ain't nobody here. Now all of a sudden it's a man here and he in my room with the door closed.
Right. You just, like I said,
they know.
If I ever get in such dire straits where I have to pay a bill to hit the cheeks, like I said, Trey Songz, the neighbors know my name, everybody in the house know my name, and I'm eating them little nigga snacks too. Fuck that.
No.
I paid to be here, nigga.
You gotta. What's the thing is, it's people out here, it's men out here that's paying bills, and you don't even gotta give them no cheeks though. So
I mean, to each his own. I never tell another man what to do with their money, but if you say like, if you paying bills in the expectation of you saying whatever, I'm just saying that's simping. But you know, whatever. But you said switching topics. You had recently got into the podcast space and producing and everything. You said, what was the transition for that like?
I was just thinking about seeing what the girls had stopped their show, and I was thinking about trying to get me another one to produce. But I like podcast. I like talking. I like listening to other people talk. I like my thing is I like disagreeing. I'm one of those people. I'm gonna disagree with you even if I agree with you if it's funny. So I would say I enjoy podcasting, and then the behind the scenes producing. I just wanted to know because I'm nosy too, so I just want to know what I wanted to know what it took, what all goes into it, and things like that. So it's very, you got to be multitasking and you got to be on your shit and you got to know what's going on. So it's very I wouldn't say tedious, but kind of, you know what I mean, because you have to make sure everything's set up correctly, the sound, the visual, the person, if they, if something like the light right here blinding us and shit like that. All types of different things, I guess, go into the sound effects on point so that it's not like 10 like a lot of that stuff was very, I guess, educational, and I enjoyed it.
Well, you said like, well, with that, you said that you wanted to start another one. What would you call it? You saying like, who would you have? Would you do a solo, or would you have a tag team partner?
I would see. The thing is too with me is that I'm shy, even though it don't seem like it. But I'm a naturally shy person. I have to force myself to interact with people. So I would say I definitely, if I'm gonna do a podcast, it's gonna be with a co-host because it's gonna be moments where I don't like talking. You know what I mean? And it's something that I'm working on with me. I guess being a comedian, I better learn how to talk, huh? But just carrying a 1 hour or 2 hour conversation about something by myself, I just don't know. Unless I'm teaching you something. Now, if I was like one of those people that had I'm teaching you guys how to sell, because that's about to be the only thing I could teach you how to do is sell or fuck. One or the other. So unless my podcast was about sales, I would definitely need a partner. Just someone to bounce ideas back and forth with, because I'm a question asker too. Like I said, I'm very inquisitive, so I'm gonna be like wanting to know somebody else's opinion on something, not just my opinion, because I do like to hear myself sound intelligent, but again, not long enough for me to do it alone on a podcast for an hour or two.
When you do jump back into that space, are you going to keep it comedy related, or you like you mentioned sales, or you just want to because I think like a lot of people pigeonhole themselves into trying to stick into one genre, especially in the podcasting space when there's so much life going on. You said there's so many other things to talk about, so many different perspectives. You saying it's like, so do you appreciate more of a well-rounded type of podcast, or you said like more the type that is honed into one subject?
I'm not a one subject person. I would do a multitude. It would be all over the place because my brain is all over the place. So I'm very into politics, but not. I don't know how to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like a Republican or a Democrat into it. I'm into, look at these corrupt people. Now, this is why they doing that. They corrupt. They working together behind scenes. You don't know, like, or relationships. I feel like I'm very critical of other females, but I also feel like I'm very critical of men's too. So I just feel like I'll have a lot to say about both of us because we all be tripping. And people like to get on the internet and say, "Oh, women do this," or "Oh, men do this." But in my opinion, I think it's all of us. So I like to talk about stuff like that with people. Racial, because I point out, you see, this is a white person trait here because you see how they doing that. Or black people, because I know niggas, we be tripping too. So I would say I'm all over the place. I'm talking about sports because I like sports. I like everything. I am what they call it, like a jack of all trades when it comes to things. So I'm gonna talk about everything because I feel like I know a little bit about a lot of it.
Well, you said we're gonna switch gears again. It was we're staying, and because like right now you're a public figure because you said media. You said like you do comedy, but you're also on social media. You said promoting and everything like that. Right now, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are charging people for those blue checks. You said where are you at? You said in that particular thing.
I ain't got no blue check.
I don't either.
I don't want one unless they go give it to me. I don't want to have to pay. That's like for me the same thing when it comes to sex. Like I don't want it. Don't give it to me.
For one, I'm still trying to see what all comes with it because like I think Facebook is $5, Instagram they charging you $14.99, and Twitter is $8.99. And I'm like, what? You said so now I get this blue check. Now I can go. You said direct.
What do you do with the blue? What do the check mark get me? Is what I'm trying. Do I get something for the blue check mark? Like, am I gonna get some paid some type of way? Is the blue check
because you can get paid via your social media without no damn blue check? Because my Facebook is monetized now, so is my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't get it. It's like,
so how y'all be doing that shit? Because I'm making video. No, how you get to monetize? We'll talk about that later.
You change your account. I guess you go into account settings. You change your account to business account, and then you can select like model, digital creator. You said like whatever. You said you find yourself as categorized, and I'm a digital creator, so I changed my stuff to a digital creator, and I just got the notification that I'm fully monetized now. So so that's cool.
Right there, hey, don't play with it.
I don't get blue check either, so I'm not paying for no blue check. I can get the same opportunities just by grinding it out the way I do. Because like I said, I can sit here and pay for a Netflix subscription, but I get a ass ton of movies I can watch. Like we were just saying, what comes with this blue check? Because it sounds goofy as hell to me. It's like just to say, oh, I got a blue check. What comes with it? You know what I mean? But yeah.
I said hush.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
But as far as social media goes, you said what is your favorite platform?
Oh, TikTok.
I'm on. Did you see what I'm doing? I love TikTok. I was just having this conversation the other day with my friend. I'm like, okay, she an Instagram person, and she got the blue check mark now. But she's always on Instagram, and I'm always on TikTok. And I'm like, girl, she like, we got to start a new Facebook page. I said, girl, I'm on TikTok. People on TikTok, we don't fuck with Facebook. They trying to get us banned.
Oh man!
Like, I'm not trying to make no new page so they can have some new money off of me. I'm a TikTok gal.
Okay, well, you said you also know because, like I said, you can monetize off YouTube as well, and I think they just changed it to where with YouTube that you can monetize your reels even if you don't have the requirements to monetize your regular video.
Oh.
So that you said that's another avenue you might want to look into.
Definitely. If you don't quit barking, I'm about to put your ass out.
Oh man. We said like what do you have coming up as far as projects? What do you got coming up in the near future?
Well, I got a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff going on. So I guess I got a couple shows coming up this week on Thursday and Friday in Cleveland somewhere. And then I got a show on Monday in Cleveland. But the main shows that I want to promote is the one on April 20th at the Funny Stop. That's my dad's birthday, Uncle Pimpin', 420 show. We got I'm doing another show for a fundraiser at the Funny Stop in May. I'm doing 2 shows there, actually. So I'm going to be at the Funny Stop a lot in the next couple months. And then me and my friend we started a TV network called Random TV. Y'all can follow us on Instagram, Random TV LLC. And we are doing a reality show. We doing the casting. We in the casting call stages right now. We've been getting a lot of people interested in being on there, but it's just a comedy reality show where the people compete for a chance to be the headliner in the feature for a paid tour that we putting together. I'm gonna be hosting the tour, and then because that's my favorite. And then the person we gonna get, the winners are gonna be the feature and the headline. They get paid to do that, and then it's just gonna be a reality show about that, about how they got to that point, from the audition to the competition to all that. And then that's gonna be coming up this here summer. What else we got going on? I don't know. A lot. It's a lot. So just follow my page, Random TV LLC, or Precious_comedy on Instagram. TikTok, Precious Comedy 44.
We've seen a whole slew of reality shows touching on umpteen different using type of deals. I don't think I've seen a comedy one. So that's actually sounds pretty dope. That's actually something I'm definitely interested in seeing. Like I said, it's Tamika, because like you said, you've seen everything else, but no, I have personally haven't seen a comedy version of that platform. So like I said, I think that's dope. So I got to give you send your flowers for that one, because that's dope. You know. So with that, have you gone with a mixture, like more men, more women, or you said a mixture of both?
It's gonna be we going off of who is funny. So the gender is not gonna matter. So again, we 3 females. So I'm not saying we ain't gonna be biased, because we probably might find the women funnier. I'm not saying that's true or not, but it could be. But that's not what our aim is. We didn't go with. I got the comedians labeled as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all the way to J. When you get to J, that's how many comedians it's gonna be. So anyway, I got them labeled like that. So whether they man, woman, it don't really matter. They could be trans. They can identify as a lion, long as they funny. It's a nigga up here that's in Cleveland. He's a bird. He can even come. I don't give a. We don't care. So whatever, whoever funny. We looking for funny, young, old, black, white, Hispanic. Long as you ain't, we even take. I was gonna say, long as you ain't racist, but we even take some race. If you funny and racist, then come bring your funny racist ass down there, and we take your ass too.
So you're telling me they gotta really bring it. You saying there's no gatekeeping stuff, because we've all seen reality shows where, like, on episode 1, that's some gatekeeper stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we gonna pick who we gonna audition. We gonna go. Our plan is to go to 10 different cities. I only got 8 listed right now, but they want to do 10. I got 8 that I know that I got connection that I can say, hey, can we come here and have a show? And they'd be like, yeah. So as of now, it's 8, but they want it to be 10 different cities that we go to. We pick one person from each city. Ideally, I told them, if they not funny in that city, then fuck them. Because if we got 2 people funny in New York and ain't nobody funny in Florida, then we gonna get 2 New York motherfuckers up in there. But again, we gonna pick 10 people, the funniest ones that based upon their tape, and we gonna go to them cities. We gonna pick them people. Then we gonna all get together, and they gonna be in just like a reality TV show. They gonna be in a house for a few days, and we go eliminate folks until it's only the last like 4, and then we'll pick the winning 2.
Okay.
just like on the reality, just like you see on TV, but with comedy.
Right. You saying like, so what goes into like the behind the scene, or the behind the camera part? You saying, because I was like, do you have a big team, or you kind of just doing it yourself, or?
So again, oh yeah, I forgot to mention I got the wing off jumping off too, and June, I forgot about the wing off. We got the wing off going. So I have a team with the wing off that I wanted to bring in as the camera people for this reality show, and then I plan on asking another person in the comedy world. We all know him, but I haven't asked him yet, so I don't want to say his name yet. But I want to ask him to come on out there and put his little 2 cents on in there too. I just haven't had the chance to think about exactly what it is I want, like, to put it. I want to have in words what what we want from him and stuff like that. I don't want to just go to him and not have it all together. So as far as that is concerned, we still working on that. But my team from the wing off, we done it with the last year's wing off and the wing off before then. We just record, edit it. I got an editor on the team. We got a person that's down with recording. If I tell you to go open the door and let his ass out.
Real life.
So yeah, we got a whole team that's just everybody do their part. And
Mom, this is Mom.
okay, well, let him. I'm on the phone. I don't even know what I'm talking about no more. Where my lighter at? Shit.
Like I said, you reminded me of something I definitely wanted to ask you about. Is the wing off. How did that get started? Because like I love wings. I know.
So
I can say this real quick. Like I was so upset. I was upset with you. You said last year because you was like, y'all had it on a Wednesday, and I was like, man, so I was so mad I couldn't be there.
Well, we having it on a Saturday this year, and what happened was I had it on a Wednesday last year because Wing Wednesday. In my head, I thought it made sense that people like wings on Wednesday, so let's do it on Wing Wednesday.
Right.
But a few years ago, this is the 4th wing off. So a few years ago, I was in this. So it all started when I was doing a podcast for another company, and we ended up breaking up with that company. But one of the 2 people who was over it, they ended up getting into it, and I picked sides with one of them, which happened to be Wayne. I'm gonna just say it. So I picked sides, and I'm with Wayne. I'm kicking it with Wayne, and we coming up with ideas. Close my door. I said, let him out. Shit. So I ended up kicking it with Wayne, and we coming up with different ideas. We did a lot of different shit. We was certifying people to be bartenders. He's a herbalist, so we were making teas because I was making that shit too, using what he got. And we was just trying to come up with different events and stuff so we can, stay relevant, I guess. And I was like, we need to have some kind of cook-off or something, And he was like, when I was in the Air Force or wherever he was at, he was in the Army, the military, wherever he was over there doing, they had a wing off and he won 2nd place or something. And he was like, well, let's do that. So we did a pop-up shop / wing off, and shit, it was good. So we did another one, and the people were still, everybody want to be a judge. I can say not very many people want to be a contestant, but everybody wanted to be a judge. And because of the people wanting to taste the wings and be judges is what really took off. And so we gonna keep on doing it, and that's it. Shit. We gave the winner $500.
Okay.
2 years, and then last year I think it was like $350 because it wasn't that many contestants. We wanted to be enough, the contestants paying the $500. I'm not paying y'all. It's the entry fee that pays.
Right. Usually, like I said, me, I love wings. I love making wings. I love eating wings. Usually, like you still have spots for contestants or judges?
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
I
we
don't care.
used the
I'll do either one.
well. What happened was the judges from last year. So last year we wanted to do something different to make it bigger because it was like small Akron thing. So last year I'm like, I know a lot of comedians, and we can have them as the judges because they're gonna make it funny.
Right.
It's not gonna just be a boring ass wing off. It's gonna be some entertainment because if we get comedians in on it, then we can get the comedians to make it more entertaining and bring a more audience and bring a fan base to maybe that want to participate, because we never really have as many contestants as we want. So I said, let's bring these comedians in. We did, and they like the comedians so much that they using the same judges -1 again this year. And then and whoever they got to replace her, I don't even know who the hell what the girl's name is, but they got somebody else to replace her. And so we got everybody. What you looking for? It's in there on that table. It might be all gone.
So you said with stuff like that, you said, like how do you do it? Do everybody bring their own deep fryer or air fryer, however they make their own thing, or do you have a setup like stations and stuff?
Yeah. So so the first year we learned from our mistakes. The first two wing offs. The first two wing offs, they made the chicken at home and brought the wings to us, and we tasted them at the establishment. Mm-hmm. And after the person who won, one of them, we went to their house. Who won? And Lord have mercy, that motherfucker was nasty. It was dirt everywhere. It just looked like they hadn't cleaned it since they moved. Have you ever been to somebody's house? You could tell they don't wash the walls. Walls was supposed to be like this color, but they was black in certain spots, just like in like this area, like where it's like, why is this? And it just looked as though the kitchen was nasty. I went over there. When we went over there, in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, she could cook, so I'm gonna take my bag of shrimp over here so we can eat this shrimp while we over here having the meeting. Shit, I went in that house and took my shrimp right back in the car. It was in the car. I'm like, oh shit. So I said, look, next year they gotta cook the chicken in front of us. Right. So last year was the first year we got a kitchen space, a place with a kitchen included, and I bought the deep fryers. I told them if they wanted to air fry it, they could. Mm-hmm. If they wanted to bake it, they could. Excuse me. The place has a kitchen in there, so you can fry it, bake it, air fry it, barbecue it, however you want to do it, you can do it. And just as long as you do it in front of us and the judges watch. That's why it's like 4 or 5 hours long last year, is because the judges sat there and watched all the contestants cook their chicken, and they cooked it in front of us and then served it in front of us. We provide everything except for the seasoning. So like when you enter, we provide the entry fee includes the cost of to go in the pot and the cost for your chicken. And then we buy the chicken, we buy the grease. I got the deep fryers. And then that person just come on in there, they fry their chicken up, they sauce it if they go put sauce on there, or season it, how they go season it, and then they taste it.
That's definitely dope. That's definitely, after we get off here, I'm definitely going to have to get some information to whether if I can be a contestant or hell, I just want some wings.
We and we have people buy the VIP if you want to taste the wings and you're not a judge. They got the VIP tickets that you could purchase. Mm-hmm. And you can taste. You get to taste all the wings. They just have to pay for it because we got to buy more chicken. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely. So when did you say that was coming up again?
That's June 24th.
Okay, June 24th. You guys make sure you mark it on your calendars. You said once again, give everybody a social media. So you said so they know where to find you.
Comedian Precious on Facebook. Precious _comedy on Instagram, and Precious Comedy 44 on TikTok.
Okay, well, you said y'all make sure y'all go follow her. This lady is super funny. You said she's out here killing it in the game. You said thank you for being my guest. I know we've had a lot of stuff going on. You said I apologize because, like I said, we've had power issues the past 2 weekends, but we got through this one. We made it. You said we're definitely gonna have to do it again. You said like I love picking people's brains. You said like just asking them questions. I'm really finding. I think my sea legs on this. You said this interview thing. You said so. I definitely appreciate you being my guest. You said we definitely have to do it again. You said just like whenever you're free, just let me know. We'll definitely do it again.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. I'm usually free on Sundays.
Okay. Well, you said make sure that you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you don't miss another video. Without further ado, it is That Got Dub with my special guest, comedian Precious. We checking out of here, man. Peace. Thank you. Peace out. Thank you.
You know, where the fuck Dub at, man? Where the fuck he go?
Here I am. You looking for me? Bitch, go.
Yo ass is fine. Boy, That Got Dub, and I'm back with another video. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Deuce from Me and my big bro. Yeah, fuck this mill. He said he gonna teach me how to wrestle. Now I'm gonna win the belt.
For your Rick, yo, cause I'm back for ya.
The boy Dub Deuce in the building.